What if the real reason you're not building wealth is not because you don't earn enough, but because your life is designed to keep you from investing? Not intentionally, not maliciously, but structurally. Because if you look closely, most people in the US and Europe aren't failing at investing. They never really get the chance to start. Let's take a very normal situation. You're 26. You live in a mid-sized city, maybe somewhere like Manchester, Berlin, or Chicago. You earn around $4,000 a month after taxes. That sounds decent. But then reality shows up. Rent or mortgage, $1,500. Utilities and groceries, $600. Car payment or transport, $400. Insurance, $200. Student loans, $300. Subscriptions, phone, small expenses, $200. You haven't done anything extreme, no luxury lifestyle, no reckless spending, and yet you're left with around $800. Now here's where it gets interesting, because that $800 doesn't become investment money. It becomes eating out after a long week, a short weekend trip, replacing things that you deserve to upgrade, unexpected expenses that always seem to appear, and by the end of the month, there's nothing left. So people assume the problem is income. If I just earned more, I'd invest. But that's not what's actually happening. The real issue is this: your financial life is built to consume your future income before it arrives, not through one big decision, but through dozens of small, socially normal ones. A slightly better apartment, a slightly newer car, a slightly more comfortable lifestyle. Each one feels harmless, but together they quietly eliminate your ability to invest. Let's slow this down and look at the math. If you invested just $500 per month with an average annual return of 7%, after 10 years, you'd have around $86,000. After 20 years, about $260,000. After 30 years, over $600,000. Now here's the uncomfortable part. Most people don't lose this money in the stock market. They never invest it at all. That $500 disappears into lifestyle inflation, not because they're irresponsible, but because it feels normal. This is where psychology takes over. Humans are not wired to prioritize long-term invisible rewards. We're wired for immediate comfort and social alignment. If everyone around you is upgrading their lifestyle, not upgrading feels like falling behind. Even if, financially, it's the smarter move. So you don't make decisions based on math. You make them based on what feels stable, safe, and socially acceptable. And investing feels uncertain, even though, over time, it's one of the most predictable systems available. Now, fast forward 10 years. You're 36. Your income has increased. Maybe now you earn $6,000 a month, but your lifestyle has scaled with it. Bigger apartment, better car, more financial obligations. You still feel like you're almost ready to invest, but you're not, because the structure hasn't changed. And this is how decades pass, not through failure, but through quiet delay. Financially intelligent people don't think very differently. They live in the same cities, they earn similar incomes. But they see one thing more clearly. They understand that investing is not something you start after life is stable. It's something you build before life expands. So instead of asking, "How much can I invest after spending?" they ask, "How much of my future am I willing to give away to my current lifestyle?" That one shift changes everything, because now every financial decision is measured against time, not comfort. This doesn't mean extreme frugality. It doesn't mean removing all enjoyment. It simply means recognizing that a slightly smaller apartment today, a slightly older car, A slightly lower cost lifestyle is not a sacrifice. It's a trade. You're exchanging short-term comfort for long-term control, and that trade is rarely visible in the moment, but it becomes very clear over time. So if you want to invest in 2026, the question isn't which stock to pick or which strategy to follow. The real question is, does your current life structure allow investing to exist? Because if it doesn't, no amount of financial knowledge will fix it. But if it does, even small, consistent investing becomes powerful, not because it's exciting, but because it quietly compounds in the background, while most people remain stuck in the same cycle. If this helped you see your situation a little more clearly, you can subscribe for more calm, reality-based breakdowns like this.